Sir, how do you see the US-Israeli relations evolving under a second administration, a Trump administration, considering the recent changes in US politics and the Middle East? It's a very different perspective now since it was 4 years ago.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. And with respect to that, Trump is going to be much worse than the Biden administration, but he is not going to be as seen as fighting by Israel alone. He might, just try to sugarcoat it by some relationship with the Arab government. If we recall his statement during the debate with Harris, he said Harris-Biden policies, if they continue as is, they will mean destroying Israel and the end of the state of Israel. Now, during his first term, we all recognize and remember that he had recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and he approved the annexation of the Golan Heights. And in addition to that, allowed Israel to label all the products manufactured in the Israeli settlement as made in Israel. And he had closed the PLO, or Palestine office, in Washington. So I think he is going to continue in that path, especially during his campaign. He very clearly stated that Israel is very small, a small country, and as such is vulnerable to attacks from others. So he needed to expand the size of Israel. So no matter how you look at it, he is going to be a supporter of Israel more than the Biden administration. Especially, he has the support of the Christian Zionists, evangelical Christian Zionists, and AIPAC. So they all supported him during this campaign. And one evident factor about his continuation of supporting Israel, his assignment to he assigned, the UN ambassador to Stephanie, who is a New York official, who is a pro-Israel, and he stated it during last month that movement in the American street by American youth supporting the Palestinians, plus the movement in U.S. college and university campuses supporting Israel, she labeled it as a movement supporting terrorism, and she has to stop it, and she has to end it, because we don't allow our streets to have any movement supporting anti-Israel movement. So she is going to be the voice of the Trump administration at the UN, and the whole world will hear it. So Trump, no matter how you label him, and no matter how you do that, he is going to reinforce the fact that Israel should be the sole supreme power in the Middle East, and he will go further by amending the Abraham Accord by including other Arab countries in the region, and he is going to take a strong stance against Iran. He since day one when he came to power, he took very strong position against an anti-Iran. And he criticized the Biden administration when they released, funds which were in American banks back to Iran, stating that this will empower Iran and will push Iran to further, advance their nuclear program. In addition to that, support, other groups within the Middle East, like in Yemen, Iraq, and Lebanon, et cetera, that will compromise the strength of the state of Israel. So in my view, no matter how you look at it, Trump is going to be a soft shaker and mover in the Middle East, but he's going to be 10 times more supportive of Israel than the Biden administration.